we're still operating with at least 80% confidence that Ruby is his ex-wife, right?
Yeah, I feel pretty confident about that.
Yeah. Gotta be.
Plus, it works out, again, if you just say that about every single female NPC, eventually you're probably going to be right.
Yep.
So,
Mm-hmm.
alright. Hey, gang.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Thank you. Freak. So I'm having targeting troubles?
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
I'm basically also a cryptozoologist now.
I knew it.
Well, in that case, sweetie,
An 8-eyed
let me give you a small
Terratorn tie.
token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Meskin origin. The pin is an antique, quite special to the cryptozoological community.
Special
The
pin.
little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes. You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Oh,
Yeah, so the
you
phasmid?
don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description
I
of the
wonder if we had
phasmid is the most
talked to her
precise
earlier,
I've
we might have
ever
been able to
heard.
like notice something when we were checking the traps.
Noticed
but
the
Darling,
phasmid?
I
Yeah.
didn't even get the size of it right.
Measuring things is important. How did she get the size?
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe.
Or she's gonna tell us something
Go on.
really stupid.
Tell our friend about it.
Yeah.
Proving his interest in
It
the
looked
field.
a lot like a crab who was also a man.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When all of a sudden, I looked up
Continue.
and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I'd never seen anything like it. The reeds turned into a creature.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me. I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Most
what an
people just
impressive
took it as a
story.
strange, amusing
Wow.
anecdote. So
I
did
bet it
I,
worked.
honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
Seems
way
seems
it
a lot like
moved,
this woman maybe just saw a
colour.
reed.
How some of its limbs were white,
That
like
could be
marble.
pretty fun too.
It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
Kim, what do you think about all
I thought
this?
it was a wonderful story, man.
That's it? Okay.
Our first, yes.
The glance is tender, yes, but tempered by
Hey,
something else. A
how much do you
thought
think this
she
guy
can't
gets paid
express, even
To be a
him.
cryptozoologist.
Interesting.
Oh, I hope he's independently wealthy because this is not a field that's got a lot of funding.
Yeah, it doesn't feel lucrative to me.
Especially when all he does is wander around setting traps to find nothing.
Not all of them. There is some
Invisible
white coloration
traps.
reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
It's hard to say how big things are when
I
you're
hope I
quite
can conceptualize
small
something
yourself.
soon.
To me, it seemed to be taller
Yeah,
than I
Give me a
was
visual
then.
calculus for this.
What if it is the case?
Well, there you go. Didn't really recreate it, but
How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here. What makes it a confirmed sighting? She had no previous knowledge of the insect.
So she couldn't have made it up or imagined it.
That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither
Compelling
my
evidence.
mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena, you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds?
did they really
Get
say
out
that?
of here.
Are there a lot of
They
there are a
just
lot of
give me a
guys in this
cider and
universe
muffle
that
my
just
hair
are
and tell me to
intimately
stop
familiar
dreaming.
with all the
But I
cryptids?
saw it. You're welcome, sweetie.
Alright. We got a new thing from her. +1 Inland Empire, +1 Volition. The 8-eyed Terratorn tie. Our drama's really good. That does give us an extra morale point as well, which is actually pretty good, nice. I'm thinking we might just rock this tie. If we ever need a point where we're like, oh, we need to get some drama to pass a skill check, let's remember
we'll
we
just-
have an item that has +2 drama on it, which I am
Yeah, just
saying
toss the
now
bow tie on.
for when we forget, and then we will never remember ever again that we have that item.
I'm locked. I'll remember.
Will you?
Just call me Item
Nothing
Jones.
like the gratitude of a good woman.
I don't think you actually
I do
want
for
that.
you.
He tries to play it cool.
That's fair.
Remain professorial.
I just can't
inside,
imagine you would get
this
down with
man
being
is
referred
itching
to
for
on the
some
regular
news on
as
those traps.
Item Jones. Is all.
Item Jones?
Yeah.
Can't imagine why.
Good. Okay. And
They're empty.
completely empty?
Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation. He doesn't know what to think yet. Maybe you're joking?
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than
I
we
like
thought.
this. Ah, we were outsmarted by the reed monster.
Yeah.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Of course, more clever.
yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Oh, it's Gary, the crypto racist.
It's not very scientific to reason backward from a conclusion you want to be true, I'll say.
I appreciate your concern, officer, but please leave this to the experts.
Uh-oh.
Unless you have an alternative hypothesis
Logic skill check
you'd
incoming?
like to venture.
You're jabbing at the soft underbelly of his psyche. He realizes he's gotten defensive.
Actually, no.
Oh.
Excuse me for getting emotional. This is
Yeah,
a
that's
big deal
right.
for us.
Be nice to us. We're
You've
smart.
helped us
We're
twice
smart
now.
cops.
And brought some great news too. My gratitude and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What
No, it
really
doesn't.
happened?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation.
I just want
This has
insulted
been
morale.
refreshing, but
Did I insult him by being, like,
I
offering
think we
a
insulted him by
hypothesis?
being normal.
Whatever, let's try it.
You have your suspicions, but nothing you can form into a viable explanation.
Okay, maybe the locust ate them.
Yeah, that one got me.
Locusts. I appreciate your
Oh, we almost
unconventional
passed
thinking,
2. We got a 10.
Really?
Damn it.
Yeah, that's so
Cryptids
annoying.
aren't
Literally
your
missed by
area
one.
of expertise.
It's okay, dear. Most hypotheses turn out to be false.
Whatever. I mean, we're not going to put points in interfacing, so we're probably never going to try that one again, unfortunately.
Yep.
Always a pleasure to see.
See if we can try this guy again.
officers.
No. We can't examine his why he threw away the clothes stance. Oh, Bart. Hey, Bart, my man, I got a bird for you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What is this thing?
I thought you would like it, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of
He
taxi.
loves
Hell
it.
yeah,
It's
he
his
loves
favorite
it.
ever. He
I
loves
can fix it to
it.
the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
No money? That sells for like $8, dude.
I feel
Yeah.
good about our work here
Or at
today.
least free lodging.
It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
So yeah, about
You're
my bill.
already set for
No,
the night.
okay.
Your door is unlocked. Another thing. Great. Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, well, whatever. Let's go talk to Classy real quick about the empty buoy.
Mm-hmm.
Through the shortcut. Oh, through the.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged
Oh, we're
back
getting a
in
little
and
into
played.
pinball.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They are broken.
Oh.
Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Alright, I'm gonna. I gotta do whatever the skill check is, but let's do the
Some
other
kind of
bonus.
inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
Sounds like you don't enjoy
No,
pinball.
I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
I wonder if
He
this
hates
skill
it.
check is going to be us remembering that we've heard Kim's name as like a pinball wizard.
Yeah.
No.
Please pass.
Kim,
Thank you.
Pinball, Kitsuragi.
Fuck yeah.
Kim Hiddenball Kitsuragi, aka Kimball.
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
Hey Kimball,
What?
you're Kim Pinball.
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
He's so mad at me for remembering something.
Yeah. Something he's good at. He's
Wonderful.
famous for.
He only remembers hearing about the pinball policeman. No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastic, science fiction, and historic romance franchise.
Bro, what the hell happened to the last 5 words he
He
said?
got real French right at the end.
It is lame. I am not cold pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy. Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring.
A pinball ring.
Or a juvie
Of
cup.
course.
It was not
Naturally.
okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile
He
ring
trained for
to
9 months to become the pinball wizard. My
End of
god.
story.
Mm-hmm.
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
Hey, why did I don't understand what it means? So that's why you did Dr. Kuno.
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
Oh, I guess he just doesn't like.
Kids.
When
Which
juvie, I
is
guess.
why he was okay
Yeah.
with us shooting the kid.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, I'll keep talking.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
Hey, we have already sweeped this pretty thoroughly, my man.
Yeah, Kim. We are intimately familiar with this passageway.
Yeah, I guess it's weird. I guess that thought could have popped up way earlier and just didn't for some reason. I don't know.
We've had a few of those, I feel like, where like it suddenly seems like it gives us information that was not in the intended order.
Yeah. Whatever. Hopefully we get blood Acosta here for telling her the buoy is empty.
Yeah, I wonder if she'll freak out.
Hey, I checked. This game is installed on my solid state drive. I feel like I've said that already, but these load times are...
It's just a little weird. They do seem to take a little
Officer.
long.
It's a fine day for questions.
Found your buoy.
Oh,
Oh, damn it. I thought that was the opening a door.
Did you
Me
take the
too.
documents?
no, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
Yeah, the people who were after you took it.
They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure I was not followed. And I've told no one but you. You mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
That's it? Okay, fair. Yeah, I don't think any of these will have new options,
Lies.
so...
Yes, we demand she be punished for this. She slowly
whatever. Ooh. Alright, the thought finished. of course.
searchlight the vision.
What the hell is that picture?
You sharpened your senses by
Plus two
being on the
perception.
lookout for missing persons. Now you notice more of what's happening around you.
Wow.
Perhaps
Sick.
when you're
That
done with
seems
this
good.
case, you can.
Oh, one more door still not done. I wanna can I fast travel from here? I hope I can. No. Wait, yes? Yes.
Yep. Looks like yeah.
Sick. Okay. New shortcut I just discovered to get off that ceiling is to fast travel away from it. Let's real quick with the now with that bonus due to perception, I
Walk-
want to do a quick sweep over
walk
this
up?
area, yeah.
Mm-hmm. See if we can detect traces of not bullets.
Yeah, exactly. We're so perceptive, we're able to perceive that we can't perceive bullets. It's normal and makes plenty of sense. There's the trap again. I wonder if there's something
It does
you can
just
do in the
seem
trap.
really weird to like
There's nothing.
the way that check is set up. To be like, hey, you need to prove there are no bullets here.
I'm perceiving. Cigarette butts cleaned away under a rock. Brand Timothy.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper
My God.
used
Holy
this place
fucking
as a
shit.
nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling rugs.
Maybe the campfire though?
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully,
good point,
this
Tim,
seems
good
like
point.
a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out Biddable Prime, was it?
I mean, climb the tower. He's gonna say no, but
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
cigarette
No?
butts
Okay.
though.
A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra or Joanne? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water
Breakthrough
of the
imminent,
bay,
baby.
blue from the distance and the air. You see
Gonna
the
get a
smallest
second
rectangle,
thought.
barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender, smoking, drinking, being happy and elated, without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your
No, I'm fine
detective
actually.
work.
We're all
chill
laughing.
here. Alright, well, give me that thought.
And I think we just
One
ruled out
door.
this spot.
Yeah, I would think so.
There is no way to
Minus
open the
one
supply
have like
depot
all
door.
psyche
Accept
white
it.
checks unlocked.
You cannot open all the doors. You
Weird.
have to integrate this into your character. Some doors will forever remain closed, even if every single other door will open at one time or another. Maybe to a key, or maybe to some...
This is so adamant about how this door would never ever open. I wonder if you could open the door. If you have
Yeah,
right
the
up
same way-
interfacing, right?
Same way that it was adamant that you could not talk open a crate, and yet here we are.
Yeah. Alright, well, we ruled this out, I suppose. So, oop. Smooth series. Okay. You're telling me now that it was important we found those cigarette butts, so maybe someone did make the shot from here. We had all Psyche white checks are unlocked now, though, which is actually like, as I say, yeah, there's a lot of those.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Nah, it was like 3. So I guess a seal is right there. Liliana's down the village. Kuno, we wanna buy speed to give to Kuno.
Speed. Yep.
When
You're right.
Kim goes to sleep. That'll help
Yep.
us pass the skill check.
An old
No, okay, fine. I had to try.
The most excitement I've ever exhibited about buying drugs for a child.
As well, you should. Very exciting. And also, like, this skill actually though is like, oops, where is it? Useless. So we can definitely throw this away next time we level up, and then grab the law jaw. Get the weird jaw, law jaw. Bob Law Blaw's law jaw. I'm perceiving. Full of holes. The closest hide treasure. Look inside. I'm perceiving an alcohol bottle. Oh my god, perception rules, actually. I'm glad to have plus, like, 5 perception from thoughts. It's actually sick as hell.
Yeah, it's gonna... I just feel like perception is stealth so useful because of the, like, in-world benefit.
Yeah,
Even more
it's
so
huge.
than the other ones.
Let's see, how much perception do we have? Am I blind? Oh, here. 5. Pretty good. Plus 5 from thoughts. Very nice. Now let's try to empathy her.
Hello again.
I forget which,
She's less prone to blood.
Go
I
ahead.
forget which tree was it. Oh, here it is. 8%, not very
Device is
likely.
cold to
Yeah.
the touch. An angry
Okay. Let's head inside. Deduce something. I don't even remember what this was. Oh, that they were, like, not telling us the full story of the church or whatever. Oh my god, I'm perceiving. It was like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. Pile of nasal spray, brand name Nosifed Ultra.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather round.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now, but before that, I had reason to believe I was a police detective. I got bad news for you, Andre. Things won't add up. This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look,
we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
So water is the cornerstone of a clean
In a
lab?
all cellular-based life. What's your point, Lawbringer?
I don't know what this means by where is his friend. Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, they're
It's a
speakers.
Oh,
modular
the
system.
speaker.
It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
So you're gonna pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
I need a police detective to set up a drug
That's...
lab.
Come on, that's...
Watchway execution.
I meant to say,
Wow.
not true.
So
What
we're
do
gonna
you
do.
mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
I just wanted to crack the case. Do what you want to do. No, tell me what's going on in New York.
What do you mean
Yeah.
by lenient?
The
You won't
dirtiest cop on this side of the
execute you.
river. No taking jail, I guess, yeah.
Okay, man, okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal. Because we do! We totally do! We just need to turn it into a speed lab before. To get our foot
Oh,
in the
okay.
door.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Of course.
Like I
Yeah.
told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up. No, man, they're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love.
So that's why they locked them in there to starve them to death, though?
Sir, you promised
Yeah.
to be lenient.
This is it. Judgment time.
Oh man, we gotta. What are these options?
When it worked out the lab, you have to keep the thing alive.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna decide later, actually, because I want to see
Yeah, I was
if they
gonna say.
actually killed people by starving
yeah.
them to
We
death.
we gotta get in there and see if the crab man is true too.
We
Yeah.
can continue on an amiable path, right? No more misunderstandings, no more lies. Before you go, is there anything else you need? As always, we'll...
I wonder if we can talk to this guy now.
Yeah, I suck at social.
No, our sign is still off. Okay.
Even now, our sign synchronization is.
Guy, that portrait is just unnerving
Yeah.
for Noid.
All right. Here's what we're doing. We're gonna go buy speed.
Yep.
And we're gonna try to go on a date with Lillian, real quick.
Yep.
Important things, because I am able to retry that skill check, so I'm going to retry it.
Makes
But I
sense to
think
me.
I talked to him about we just learned in there.
Yes?
No, he's on understood. Okay. Fast travel me. Nope. Those are the tricks, I guess. Fast travel me. Yes, yes, yes. Lillian, real quickly.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
Alcohol, man. That's
Almost.
exactly what she needs.
Alcohol?
Very close.
She doesn't even understand.
That was almost a critical success.
Next time.
Next time. Hey guys. You really guys saw speed.
The legend! He's back! And
I don't have enough
thirsty.
money.
We're
I
a
got
dollar
smoked.
off. Also, can we buy speed while Kim is with us?
Uncle.
Probably.
Yes.
I was wondering if I can perceive that these guys are.
Sunset.
I want to see if I can perceive that one of these guys is the working class husband or whatever.
Of course.
Yeah.
Drink first, story later.
Blue medicinal spirit. I don't even
No,
remember
no,
what it
no.
was.
Contrary to popular belief,
We
I
bought it for
enjoy
$3 when that guy
Oh,
was trying to sell it for
yes.
$300.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
Not
stuff for
much, but it will do.
formaldehyde.
The
or
tale
whatever.
I'm
Stuff
about
for
to tell
preserving
you
a body.
is an urban
Right.
legend particular to Martinez. That said, I first heard it from a former bicycle courier in
legend.
Koran. There are many variations on
urban
the basic
legend?
story, and the details often conflict. What everyone agrees on is that nobody knows the exact nature or identity of the phenomenon.
Are you telling the story of the headless?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. Summer of 44.
This is gonna be a good one.
17-year-old Gertrude Het is walking home from a late shift at the harbor. It's almost midnight. She stops for a cigarette near the canal.
The streets are warmed by a southerly breeze. The lights of a passing motor carriage bloom and fade in the distance. In the harbor's dark, her cigarette is a beacon, dancing alone. The image comes to you effortlessly, as though you'd walked the same streets yourself 1,000 times.
Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet the canal provides. What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see?
They already told me it's a headless horseman.
Well, yes, but it's the man on the horse that's of interest here. A man
The pause is long and
This is gonna be
dramatic.
so scary.
with no head on
Oh,
his
fuck.
shoulders, wearing a found tracksuit, searching for the legendary found cap.
I like the
that
idea
went
of the headless
missing.
horseman from like
when he
Ichabod
lost
Crane or
his
whatever,
head.
but just like tracksuit instead of
Yeah.
spooky
Yes.
outfit.
According to
really scary
legend,
stuff.
young Gertrude Het had to endure years of psychotherapy before she was able to look at a horse or tracksuit again. And she's one of the lucky ones. Gertrude Het may have been the first to witness the headless Faun Rider, but she wasn't the last. Oh no.
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists. Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
What? You know it.
I've read the case file. But please, go on.
Right. Early autumn of 46. Ula de
Yo,
Pont
2 stories
and
for
Eva
1 beer.
Delgado
Let's go.
are fishing near the
Yeah, this is a good
waterlock
deal.
long after the sun.
That beer was only $3 for us to buy.
The beer was free. I found it in a thing. I perceived it, man. I perceived it into existence.
The wind picks up. A sky already dark now blackens. Water starts falling from above. The first cold rain of the season.
2 women stand on a small outcropping of rocks. One of them is wearing a purple raincoat. Thin lines reach out from the rods into the sea. Small droplets start appearing on the surface with increasing frequency.
The women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. Eva gathers the rods whilst Ula turns around to reach for the tackle box. When she sees something, her shriek is so violent that the residents of the nearby apartment building believe lightning has struck. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy downpour and the silhouette of the headless Faun Rider looming on the horizon. Ula makes a run for the shore, but Eva slips on a wet rock and disappears into the cold, cold canal with nary a sound. Her body is never recovered.
Damn.
Naturally, Ula de Ponte became the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. De Ponte maintained that it was the so-called headless Faun Rider and that she ran, fearing for her life. During the investigation, it became apparent that there was a love triangle, the third party being some small-time businessman. I don't remember the exact details. The leading theory was that an argument broke out on the jetty and De Ponte pushed Delgado into the canal, then cooked up this stupid cover story. No, she committed suicide before she could be taken into custody.
Oh.
They found her in the bathroom with a rifle, her face slowly peeling off the ceiling.
Oh.
Not a pretty scene.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Oh well. Here's to another case.
Oh well.
Jesus.
Anyway, that's the story of the headless Faun Rider. Pretty crazy, huh?
It's nothing. I got an even crazier story.
Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that.
It's pretty rude.
There's the kind
spiral.
green ape. It's very kind and green. I want to talk about the Cold Mama Dakwa because we're experts in that.
I have to admit, that's pretty high concept. Yeah?
I'm gonna try them all.
Acid gnomes? Yeah? Giants? Yeah?
Kind green
Why don't you go
ape.
eat shit? Do you always try to pick the lamest option possible?
That's so
Come on,
rude.
Tequila.
Alright, yeah.
Hard to argue with that, I suppose.
That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle on it, then blam! It throws some wild shit at you. That's why it's critical to stay well hydrated. Well, Tequila, that's
Actually,
part
alcohol
of the
makes you
legend.
dehydrated, dummy.
No one knows for sure. There are a couple of possibilities, though. Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious gang he had infiltrated. Now he rides, searching for his lost-found cap, plotting revenge. Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's backyard, and got decapitated by an exceptionally taut clothesline.
Even decapitation couldn't stop his commitment to the sport. Are you that committed?
Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was so violent that his head came clean off.
That's sick.
Coincidentally,
Brutal.
at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse mounted it, where it
That's
remains to this
sick.
day.
I like
But
the
then
idea
no
that
one really knows.
this horse just like has this body on it
just
forever
a completely
now.
normal horse to just riding around.
For some
That's
reason,
awesome.
this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
Yeah.
Isn't it? All the pieces fit together perfectly. That's how I know it's right. Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories? No one knows. Some say he stalks Martinez to this day, and can be seen near the canal. when
Yo.
the clock
Okay.
strikes midnight.
Okay.
Hold that thought, my
Okay.
man.
He won't, though, because it's just a stupid legend.
Kim, you're gonna be in bed then.
Kim?
I'm gonna see it, and it's gonna be
I
sick.
saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
He breathes in.
They're
I just wanna. I gotta make it not be.
Our head. What she doesn't know is that what?
The poor
With no. If I good. Fuck. What? Right.
Fuck.
The
What?
win-
What?
the win- but the Ula.
This is a good conversation.
No. No.
Anyway, no one.
There
He
we
won't.
go. Okay. I can't stand
I
the,
saw him
it
one
not
night when I
being
was
grayed
right
out.
shit-faced.
I actually do have one. The strangest of them all. But I'll need to fortify.
we don't have any more
myself
alcohol
before I
for
can
him.
tell that one. Do you
Should
have
buy him another
anything to
drink? Okay.
fortify old Doom Spiral? Tell me you got some story juice.
Yeah, I don't
It's
have
very
anymore.
hard to tell a story when one's mouth is
All right. Let's go. I want to run to the blacksmith, the pawn shop, real quick.
The
The
blacksmith,
blacksmith. And sell some of my crap. Buy a legendary sword. I just want to have enough money to buy that speed. But I do want to. Hey, give a quick shout out to Gary, saying you can give speed to Kuno. Because now I want to buy
that's
speed
true.
and give it to Kuno.
He did tell us that a while ago in our playthrough, and we've kept it
Oh yeah, that was
in the back of our
months
head.
back. Also, I need to make a mental note. Gotta be here at midnight, man.
Yeah, I gotta see this headless horse.
I'm going to
carrier.
perceive this.
Man.
L'origine de
That page 3
disco.
girl. She must be the most
Oh,
beautiful
we're getting a whole dialogue
pastry
for this.
bird ever printed. And look at those freckles. The origin of disco. Makes you want to dive into the boogie, doesn't it? Get closer to disco itself with Miss Page 3. L'origine du disco. Such a powerful
I almost
concept.
pronounced it kind of
And
right.
this is what we're going to do with it. The commitment of an act of gross public indecency. It would be indecent to ignore Miss Page 3. Beauty is inviting you.
Look,
on a
I'll do a lot of
pilgrimage.
things. I'll prank call people and ruin their lives and make domestic abuse happen. But I don't think I want to jack off in the middle of the street.
Yep.
So we're gonna discard that thought this time. For the first time ever, we are discarding a thought.
We're gonna not pick a dialogue option. And we have picked some real stinkers.
Oh yeah. Hey, my man.
Hello.
That's a trap for you.
Let me have a look. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh my god. Using the D-pad in this menu is using up all my healing items. Oh my god.
That's funny.
Should I just sell this cube? I'm selling the formaldehyde because we already got rid of the body, so who cares? If we reach a point later on in the game where we say, "Oh no, the formaldehyde," I'll say, "Oops."
But the cube, you know,
How are we gonna find the password for the cube?
we just have to get a better crowbar.
All right, fine.
Another time, perhaps.
Yes. I win.
I just wasted so much
Hello,
money though
sure thing.
of healing items.
Sure, man.
But like honestly, I think we're never gonna need to use a morale healing item ever because we are just getting so much free healing and XP
Yeah, like
from that
passive
one,
healing.
That one thought. Fuck. While we're here though, I guess like we only have 2 actual HP healing items. The odds of needing to use that many in a single day seem really low. But I'm gonna go buy while we're here and have the money. I just want to be safe.
Yeah.
And that way
and
also
the
I
speed
can
was-
so I can accidentally waste them in the future.
Good call. The speed was $15. As long as we have $15, we're good.
Oh yeah, we'll be fine. I also actually had the thought. I'm a little bit like I'm wondering if sleeping in the free house is gonna like backfire. Like I wonder if like the old lady is like working for Ruby.
Yeah, or something. Just keep
I'm gonna float that idea and then not follow up on it because I'm.
Wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays,
Knows
and
if as a
blister
healing.
packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste
I'm gonna save
Pharmaceutics logo.
20 cents and just get 5 of these.
Here, I hope Saint Baptiste.
All right. And I feel like we probably loaded up on healing items now for the rest of the game. For me to waste again. Now. I'm gonna get that damn speed. I got a little bit of a run back here, but so I have time now to tell you, Mike, about how pissed off I was roughly an hour and a half ago before we started this recording.
Oh, this is a fun new story.
Because I said, hey, let's record Disco Elysium, but wait, I'm gonna eat a pear real quick. And then I went and got the pear, and it was all moldy. I said, well, I'm not gonna eat this pear, I'm gonna put it over to the trash. Let me eat a toaster strudel real quick. The toaster strudel was the worst toaster strudel of all fucking time, and I'm pissed off about it. It's like the ratio of like filling to bread was like completely fucked. It was like 90% bread, 10% filling. It was a nightmare. It was flat and gross and really just ruined my life.
That sounds awful. What kind of toaster strudel are we talking here?
It was... Is it cherry cream cheese? Strawberry cream cheese? One of those.
And first,
Okay.
here you go, friend.
Yeah, limited filling in that would not be good.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Hygienic and dangerous, and it does not endear you to me. Just wanted to make that clear, okay?
Here's a little like fact for you about
This
me.
stuff is very hygienic.
Other than
Anything
Pop-Tarts,
else?
never had a toaster strudel before.
They're okay. Unless you get the one that I had.
Well, except the one you had, apparently, yeah.
Yeah. It was very bad.
But I can imagine the filling ratio would be frustrating. Especially after the moldy pear incident. Because I have to be honest, when you sent me the pear message, I was like, damn, that sounds pretty good. I could have a pear.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have a pear. Then I had a nasty-ass fucking toaster strudel and said, hey, Kim,
Yes?
I was just buying speed. Get off fucking high horse for a minute. Why are you so mad?
Kim,
Salty motherfucker.
Kim turned around and looked the other direction.
There's all these weird things you get interacted with, whatever. I was hoping maybe I could perceive whatever this thing in this room is now, but no, I cannot perceive.